Snooper Thursday!
Woo!
And it's our second Christmas episode, even though it's technically the day after Christmas. It's
Happy day after Christmas.
Yay.
Merry post-Christmas.
Yep.
Some of you are languishing at work right now, wishing that Christmas had been on a Friday.
Oh,
Me.
yeah,
I'm
no,
not.
that's gonna be me.
I'm roaming around St. Louis drinking beer right now.
Thank you, government.
Yeah.
So what are we drinking, Matt?
We're going to the United States because the last show we wanted to do Belgium
America.
because it was a tradition in Belgium. It's also a tradition in the United States, and so
Because
we're gonna be,
Christmas was invented in America.
it's true.
Little known
It was.
fact. Yes.
It was. But we've got 3 beers in front of us. First one we're going to do is Deschutes Jubilee Ale. Outside of the beer itself, one thing that I like about the Jubilee Ale is that the artwork actually changes every single year, which is pretty cool.
Kind of like Anchor's Merry Christmas, Happy New Year Ale,
Yeah.
which we didn't do on this show,
Yeah.
where the trees change on every bottle.
Different tree, everyone.
So-
But this is nice. It's got a nice little owl on it and a river.
Mine.
I wonder if this is...
That's so festive,
I
an
think this
owl
is
in a
the
river.
Bend River, maybe?
It's actually a picture of the brewery, but way to go, Matt.
Okay.
It is?
With an
Let
owl.
me
I
see.
have no idea.
Could be.
Just made that up.
It looks like a
It
brewery.
looks like a brewery, doesn't it?
It does.
If that's what their brewery looks like,
got some-
good on you.
Got some big old tanks. So, cheers.
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 Deschutes Jubilee.
I love how John and I commit to this beer, and Matt's like, I'm doing a taster because we have 2 other beers.
Yeah.
Well,
That's how we roll.
That's right.
Something else that's noteworthy is if you have it in your cellars, they did the Jubel 2010. So every 10 years they do a barrel age version.
ooh, that would have been good to break out.
I know, I forgot.
Damn it, I have some.
It's like I have like 15 bottles in my cellar.
Oh well.
I think that was
Next to like a bigger collection of
I was
brewery
gonna say
beers than
this
Pat Brew
sounded
has.
so familiar.
yeah. But anyways, these are all of these. I believe all of them are essentially your spiced brown ales, which is pretty common for your American Christmas beers. Yeah.
If you watched
This
the
one-
last episode with the Belgian beers, they were the same underlying quality was the Belgian yeast kind of note.
They go a little bit closer to a
darkness.
quad in flavor profile.
So
and
that's
taste.
kind of what we're going with this. And we're not saying they're all brown ales, but they kind of are in that vein.
They have the same sort of vibe, which
Well,
is nice.
the brown ale has the nice roasty characteristics. It's easy to spice in the winter spices, that kind of thing. So it's a very good base beer to use for these type of winter.
But even then, I mean,
warmers.
look at that. That is such a pretty looking beer. Like that's one thing about these beers, especially the Belgian ones too, is the color on them is just gorgeous. God, look at
It's
that.
like a nice,
Fun fact, he doesn't really care about the color. He just wants you to look at the glass he's drinking it out of.
I have a thing for the Teku glass.
All right, so what do we get off the aroma on this, guys? Come on.
I'm definitely getting like a brown biscuity, sort of like bread crusty kind of malt character.
I'm getting that roastiness that you expect off a brown, and I'm getting the roastiness off the flavor profile as well. But it's big on the nose.
I wouldn't say it's not a big nose beer. It's kind of like it tastes or it smells kind of like a brown ale.
It's kind of fresh.
Well, that's what I mean. The roastiness is all you're really getting off of the aroma.
Well, I get some like almost like spicy like.
Right.
I get like a certain spicy kind of character. Like
There's
maybe
a
like
hint of like not. It's
but not it's not like a winter spice. It's more of a
well, it's like a.
It's like a fresh kind of. I don't know.
It's like an allspice like kind of thing, like an allspice, almost nutmeggy kind of thing. So it's
not a
kinda-
Mrs.
kinda
Dash,
wintry.
but you know.
Yeah.
But I do get a little bit of pepper.
Pepper, yeah, that's a good call. Oh, especially on the flavor. Wow.
Yeah.
6.7% too.
Yeah, it's definitely got a peppery kind of bite to it, and there's no information on the bottle.
I have to say, I think I prefer the barrel aged version.
Well,
Which, I mean, is saying a lot for me because barrel aged versions of beers, I enjoy them, but I generally like the base beer better.
yeah. I'm surprised
I'm
how
not
much bite
gonna-
this is.
Yeah, it's.
It's got like
It has the components of a big beer without actually being a big beer.
That's true. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
I think it's a little thin for me. I don't know. I was expecting something.
I think that's what I'm not liking about it as much as I do the barrel aged version. Is the barrel aged version has a much better mouthfeel.
Well, yeah, you're gonna get that.
So
It's a good beer. Like
It is. No, it's fantastic.
You get a nice. I mean, it's very well done.
Yeah, this is. I mean, this is one of those classics. I mean, this is up there.
when you drank as many beers as we have, it's
you mean today?
Yes, you can say things about a beer that are negative without saying this is a bad beer because I'm saying these negative things about it. It's that I'm now to the point where I will only drink fantastic beers. I have that rule. So when I'm drinking a fantastic beer, I'm gonna find something that Could be better.
You're just digging a hole. You're
Everyone
digging a
has,
hole, buddy.
yeah, exactly.
Everything can be better.
Everyone has
It's
their
a good beer.
quibbles.
It's just, you know, it is what it is.
Yep. So I think we're gonna finish these things up and then move on to.
We're gonna go over to the Anderson Valley region.
Anderson Valley. Yeah.
The winter solstice.
Mendocino.
Yep.
They're up
Is
in
it?
that area, right?
They're in NorCal.
Yeah.
We'll find out when we come back.
They throw an amazing Boone Fest.
Good job messing up my freaking transition,
Yeah. Well done, Steve.
Dick.
What about the Boone Fest?
It's awesome.
Cool.
Should go.
All right.
We'll be back in a second. So we're back now, and we're going to do the Anderson Valley Brewing Company's Winter Solstice beer. I have to say, way back in the day, if you're an old New Brew Thursday fan and you watched way back in 2009, we did the Anderson Valley Boont IPA.
The Boont.
The Boont. And at the time, I made some very big statements about how I liked that IPA because of how balanced it was. And I still stand by that. I really do like their IPA, but I'm a much bigger hop head now. So I'm like, oh, there's no hops in this beer.
That's cool.
But I really like Anderson Valley Brewing Company as a whole because all of their beers are very, very classically brewed. They're very on target for what they're going for. And I've never had a beer from them that I'm like, you swung and missed.
You know what's something funny? One of the first Belgian-style beers I ever had was the Anderson Valley, the Brother David's Triple. It was one of the first ones that I was like, Belgian beer, yeah. Named after Dave Keane from Tornado.
Nutmeg, cinnamon.
Well, I'm gonna start this one off by reading the label.
Yep.
Cinnamon, allspice, black currant, and black licorice.
Oh yeah, because I'm like, this is all cinnamon and nutmeg.
So, just by smelling
Allspice,
it,
I guess.
Allspice, yeah. Well,
I don't get a huge
allspice.
cinnamon. I get more of like the nutmeggy allspice kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I got the cinnamon right up front, but the nutmeg is what was the biggest part of it.
This is more of a nutty.
I don't really get the
thing.
licorice though. The black licorice doesn't really come through on this for me.
I get it, but it's more in the background. It's nice because it's more restrained, which is one of the things that I liked about the Good and Careless that we did last week, is that it definitely had the licorice, but it wasn't super.
It wasn't something you're like, oh, there's some anise.
Oh yeah, because that can.
It took a minute to get to there.
Yeah, because I mean,
wait a minute.
Whoa,
I'm sorry. I just totally interrupted you. This tastes.
It's so rare. It's fine.
spectacular.
It does.
It does. Yeah.
I mean, I think my one thing I said negative, maybe if you want to take it that way, is this didn't have the body I wanted. This has that body,
Yeah.
and it's sweet. Like,
Yeah.
it's
very
it's
sweet.
not really sweet, but
It's pleasantly creamy.
yeah, it's really good.
It is. Creamy is a really good way to put it. It has like a creaminess, especially like, it almost has like a, this might sound weird, but it almost has like a cream soda kind of thing going on, like right in the back of the tongue.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know what
that's a
that
little
is.
bit more caramel.
Yeah,
It's that
okay,
creamy
yeah,
note,
good
and then
call.
you get some caramel notes in there. It's got the allspice and the cinnamon in there. The black licorice is just that little bit of hint. It's almost like the black licorice is the hops.
Yeah, it's just a little.
It
little
just
pop.
bitters it up a little bit, pops it out, and it enhances all the other flavors. This is a fantastic freaking beer.
It really
and
is.
a 6-pack of this was $6.
Yeah,
It's
buddy.
a buck of beer, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that is freaking crazily
Yeah,
cheap.
that's
I'm a
good
big
price.
fan of Anchor's Christmas beer,
Which we didn't get.
which we didn't get again. But this is my second.
Please
I think at
comment
this
on
point.
how obvious it would have been for us to drink Anchor's Christmas
Doesn't
beer
matter.
on this show.
We got
And
limited
delicious.
time here. Okay, this is great. This is I think so far this. I mean I don't. I think I may have had that, but this is awesome.
Yep.
I mean the body on this, the sweetness. I mean it's just perfect. I think
It's-
for the season.
Yeah, the thing that
This
I like
beer
about
is
it.
the reason for the season.
It is. The thing that I like the most about it is
Jesus.
like when you put it in your nose and it's like a lot of those spices really, yeah.
When you put
lot of-
Jesus
a
in
lot-
your nose.
When you put Jesus in your nose, you get spices. No, when you put the beer in your nose, you get a
It's
lot
the
of
third
a lot of that like spice characteristic, and it's kind of like pretty in your face, but on the flavor and on the palate, it's much more balanced because one kind of downside with a lot of these Christmas beers is that they can be really overly spiced, and so it's like cinnamon, nutmeg, blah,
Right.
and that's it.
Like a pumpkin beer,
Yeah.
for instance.
Yeah, exactly.
But it should be noted that this is not a Christmas beer. This is a winter solstice beer.
That's
Because that is the actual pagan holiday for this holiday.
Yeah.
Well, it's a seasonal beer though.
Yeah.
So
it's
that's
a
what
seasonal
we're going
winter
for
beer.
here essentially.
It's a
So-
jubel.
This is a happy Christmas Kwanzaa episode. So,
All right.
Oh, Festivus!
Now
For the
Old
rest of
Navy's
us.
gonna sue us.
Yeah.
Old Navy. Old Navy did not come up with Christmas Kwanzaa.
They didn't?
No, they did not. I'm sorry. They latched onto that.
Kwanzaa?
Chris Mahana Kwanzaa? No.
That's not Old Navy?
Sometimes portmanteau.
They latched onto that
should
based off of like internet memes and whatever. That's been around for years.
Well, they capitalized on it.
Yeah.
But I think this is a great
Old Navy,
beer.
please sue me. Please. I dare you.
Please don't. Please don't.
I dare you sue me. Bitch.
You're not bitches. I'd buy your flip.
I'm gonna laugh at you if you get slapped.
Put a 3XL shirt in your store somewhere. Even if it's just in the bathroom.
Here it
it's
is.
fine.
Vanilla. Does anybody get vanilla?
Yes.
A little bit, yes.
Big vanilla,
absolutely.
yeah.
Definitely more on the. I mean, it's a flavor component. The
Yeah.
aroma for me on this is kind of. It's kind of like, yeah, it smells like a nice brown-ish ale. I think everything about this beer for me is in the flavor.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to disagree a little bit. I agree that the aroma is subdued and is not as like powerful as the flavor profile in this is, because the flavor profile in this is nuts. It's great.
Yeah.
But to me, I like the aroma on this because it's not in your face. It's very much like,
pungent.
here is this like brown ale. You get a little hint of this and a little hint of that.
With me then.
No, well, I mean,
Yes, but I'm not, but I am.
well, no, my experience with this beer is not like, oh, the aroma's okay, but the flavor's where it's at.
I didn't say the
It's
aroma
like,
was bad. I said the aroma is kind of. It is what it is. It's kind of a brown ale, and it's.
I think it enhances it quite a bit.
Yeah.
The fact that it's subdued.
All right.
I think all in all, it's very enjoyable. And I got to give me a 6-pack of this because I think Anderson Valley is one of those breweries that's
Because
easy
who doesn't
to
have
forget about.
$6? If you don't have $6 for a 6-pack of this, then go stand on the freeway and like, you know, put a cardboard sign up.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. No, but I was going to say, Anderson Valley is one of those breweries. They've been around for so long, and they're so ubiquitous, they're kind of easy to forget about. But I think it's definitely a brewery that should be explored. I think it's a brewery that we should explore on a later show.
I agree.
Yep. So we want to go to Avery here?
Some of us do.
We're going to finish this and hit up the Avery. Hey everyone, it's me, John, from New Brew Thursday, obviously. Steve and Matt aren't here. Steve's on vacation in St. Louis, and Matt is at work or going to work right now. So yeah, I'm here. The reason I'm here is because we had some technical difficulties with the last part of the show, the Avery Old Jubilation Ale. The camera stopped running, so we got like a quarter of the footage, and there was no reason to even try to salvage it. So I'm here to wish everyone a Merry post-Christmas, I guess, and a Happy New Year. You can celebrate by drinking a Sierra Nevada Celebration Ale, much like I'm going to do right now. I'm not going to do a full-on review on it, but I'm going to pour it into this tasty New Brew Thursday 4th anniversary glass. Oh, it does not look good. Yes, it does. Have a good holiday, and don't forget, our anniversary party is going to be January 18th, 2014, at Killarney's restaurant and Irish pub in Riverside, California. All of the details are on Facebook and Google Plus right now. We have glasses for sale on our website. They're $6 each, and right now they're only available for pickup at the party. After the party, they'll be available to purchase, and we'll ship them to you while supplies last. Once they're gone, they're gone. So have a good New Year. Cheers, and stay safe and drink beer.